So, guys, what to do now?
3 days to go for the grand finale.
Regarding the
It's close to
orientation of the robot,
midnight.
I
The
observed
Robocon lab
the
at
robot is
LD College
reviewing
is
its
bustling
orientation
with activity
continuously on the
as the
main board.
clock ticks away.
How can we tackle? We are facing some problems regarding the orientation of the robot.
The team has a last minute crisis at hand, with MR1 changing its reference plane. A flash of brilliance from the coder comes to the team's rescue.
We can tackle this issue by using microelectrogyroscope. That will do.
Another recurrent trouble pops up.
Landing properly,
The Shagai wasn't landing on the right face.
so it will create an issue in the match. You have to think about it.
A quick solution follows.
Just increase the pressure a little bit and make it up to 5.5 bars. So that will make up for the range that is required for the proper landing.
The trouble is not yet over. The robot's mountain climb is fraught with snags.
The end, the detection of the mountain is to be done.
As solutions emerge, there is a hint of relief.
National winner of Robocon 2019 is Team in Blue, LD College of Engineering, Ahmedabad.
Back home at LD College, accolades pour in, led by none less than the principal himself.
My dear students, I am really happy and I would like to congratulate all of you for winning a big competition. We started with a small competition, but now we are the national champion. Keep it up.
It is a historic first national contest trophy for LD College. The team basks in its hard-earned glory. LD College wrested the coveted trophy after a fierce competition involving 26 teams from across the country. The trophy travels home to a campus with a proud lineage of academic excellence. With a lush campus sprawling 59.25 acres, which houses 10 academic blocks, 8 hostels and an annex building, LDCE has produced some of the brightest minds in Ahmedabad. Established in 1948 by Lalbhai Dalpatbhai, the college, named after him, has its name etched in history as the first engineering college to be set up in the state of Gujarat. In its pioneering journey in the field of technical education, the college has instituted 14 undergraduate courses and 17 postgraduate courses as on date. True to the vision of the institution, it has strived to excel in every aspect of training. The emphasis is on sound technical education to churn out responsible citizens and competent professionals.
LD College of Engineering started in 1948, so far lakhs of students have passed out from this college. Our students are spread across all globes, all fields, maybe industry or maybe a service or maybe a government service or maybe a private service or as an entrepreneur, doing wonderful across the globe.
With a journey dating back to India's independence, LD College has been an intrinsic part of the history of Ahmedabad. Gujarat's vibrant hub, Ahmedabad, is just 30 kilometers from its twin city and Gujarat's capital, Gandhinagar. Perched on the banks of the Sabarmati River, this is a city steeped in history and natural beauty. The Sabarmati is witness to a glorious history. The iconic Gandhi Ashram on its banks marks the city and its rich lineage. The banks of the Sabarmati are also home to an impressive growth story in recent decades. India's fifth most populous city, Ahmedabad, is among the fastest growing cities in the world. It has emerged as an economic and industrial hub of India. With steady strides in commerce and trade, it has been scaling new heights of development. A rapidly growing industry, along with formidable urban infrastructure, has made the city a force to reckon with. Ahmedabad has been identified as one of the 100 Indian cities to be developed as a smart city. The city owes the massive technological strides it has been making and requisite skilled manpower to some of the finest institutes like LD College of Engineering. A typical day on the college begins with a diverse group of students trickling into the campus. Excellent infrastructure with smart classrooms and a vastly experienced faculty provide the right ambience for excellence in education. Students are made to think creatively in different fields of study for their growth and achievement. Specialized studies and projects are always encouraged. Of all these strides, participation in the Robocon contest gained momentum. To steer the Robocon project in the right direction, several departments came together. It was important for the meeting of the best minds to take place. It all started in a classroom where significant theoretical concepts of mechanical, electronics and communication, computers, instrumentation and control, design and programming development were shared by the faculty with the students. The basic idea of the robot was sowed here. The robot developed by LD College of Engineering strictly follows the configuration specified for the ABU Robocon Contest 2019. There are two robots, MR1 and MR2. MR1 is the manual robot and MR2 is automatically operated. From a theoretical perspective, to the Robocon lab, the action starts with the designing of the robots. This is significant as it is the simulation that gets translated to the real robots. Working on the designs, Pavan Patel is exploring various mechanisms of reliability. Huge levels of concentration are required and his team members chip in, looking closely at the type of pattern which evolves in its inception stage. In the laptop itself, server control mechanism gets the final nod from Pavan and his team.
Our robot were born here. I am Pavan and he is my colleague Umang. We are the designers in the team Robocon LDC. Actually, design is the process of finding problems and solving them. This year's theme is quite different from other teams and it also contains four-leg walking robots, which we have never tried before. So we have tried many types of mechanisms. Some of them are clan mechanism, Jensen mechanism, spring-loaded mechanism, pneumatic control mechanism, and finally we have picked a servo control mechanism because it is more reliable.
The designing part developed by the code team of Pavan is further put to test by the entire designing team in the multi-level computer lab. The entire designing of the robots, MR1 and MR2, is scrutinized at every level. Checks and cross-checks of the inputs provided by the creative team in the simulation level are finalized now in terms of the dimension of the robots.
Hello, let's go through the design part of our robots. We have designed our robots in the Siemens NX software, which is very helpful to do the advanced simulation, piping and tubing. It is very easy to visualize our robots which will be in the main field. So we do the design in this software.
The robotics team continues to even out the rough edges in the movement of MR1. This is important as the problems of the wheel movement need to be addressed. Smooth movement of the wheels is an absolute must when it comes to controlling every move in the pattern to be followed by MR1. The fabrication unit goes through a series of trials to ensure the smooth landing of the Shagai. Janak Korea, in charge of Team LD College for the fabrication aspect, is however sure of the outcome.
We have mainly used stainless steel sections and aluminum sections for the development of robot. This is the Shagai placing and throwing unit. We can actuate on slide it on these Allen guides with the help of this pneumatic. We grip the Shagai with the help of this gripper and pick it up from the ground with the help of this motor and place it on this platform. We can change the angle of this platform with the help of these holes given out there. We can shift the holes we are throwing the sagai with the help of this pneumatic. For the garage holding and passing mechanism, we have one pneumatic attached for extension of this slide. We have servo motors to turn around to keep the face of the garage in the traveling direction of this robot.
Janak Korea is still concerned about the direction of the robot. A quick dash to the library seems to be the need of the hour. Certain concepts have to be clarified, and it is back to fundamentals. The library of the institute comes to his rescue. It is the largest of its kind in the state, with about 85,000 titles. It has the latest collections of reference books and Indian standards. The digitization of the books of the library has been of great help to the students, including the likes of Janak Korea. His doubts are quickly settled. Out in the city, other members of LD's team have moved out with a specific task in hand. The boys are aware of the city's ways and land up in the right place within no time. Hardcore bargaining and intense negotiations ensue as the material to be procured has to perfectly meet the demands of the configuration. An Arduino microprocessor is required and the team finds it at the store. Back in the lab, the crucial parts are fitted into MR2. A close scrutiny follows for the desired result. The problem of the balancing of the grid in the legs of MR2 during its fabrication was thereby resolved.
The main problem that we faced in the earlier stages were due to the balancing of weight. So to manage the balancing problems, we have used aluminium materials, which is the lightest that is available in the market, to make our balancing problems as easy as possible. For garage raising and garage passing mechanisms, we have used corrugated plastic materials, which is the lightest that is available in the market.
Work in unison is meanwhile moving at a brisk pace, as team members of LD College put in their best efforts in the exact fabrication model, which has been conceived. The mechanical workshop is always a major center of activity. The different components used for fabrication of both MR1 and MR2 are assembled here.
This is a motor couple which is used to couple a motor shaft to the other components like wheels, which is used in our MR1.
The wheel movement of MR1 is satisfactory, but the team is not leaving anything to chance. As the circuit is being developed, the amount of current the circuit will draw is again being tested. The actual amount of power and accurate positioning of the components in the circuit were closely studied. A rigorous test is followed up in the electronics lab, where it was decided to use IM sensor for detection of hurdles.
This is our mechatronics lab where we test the pneumatic valves and all that. So these are our pneumatic valves and all the trainer kit. Here we do some tests on the pneumatic cylinders and all that while developing our circuitry. Talking about our robots this year, then in a manual boat we have used the IMU sensor. After a lot of effort and all that, we develop a circuit which can drive our servos successfully with the required amount of current and accurate positioning and all that.
Specific programming in terms of appropriate codes are developed to pass specific communication to the robots. The positioning of the codes is a significant aspect of the development of robots. For MR2 to cross hurdles and achieve Ukhai, the perfect coders have been constantly evolved with every testing phase.
My task was to find the gate for our automatic robot so that it can pass through all the hurdles, climb the mountain and achieve Ukhai. For the normal work of our MR2, we have done using normal trigonometry. As a programmer, I felt that climbing the mountain was most difficult part because to find the feasible angles at which there is not too much load on the front two servo motors was very difficult. But as the time passed, by hard working and practicing, we did it, and now we are successfully achieving Okhai consistently.
Each segment of the robot needs to be assembled following the right design. Keepsake Center for Excellence of Welding provides rigorous training of value. The center, equipped with augmented welding simulator, robots with 9-axis freedom, provides the team of LD College of Engineering the necessary infrastructure for welding of the different units of the robot. With each part of the robot now firmly in place, operation comes into play. MR1, the manual robot, follows a definite direction of movement. The role of the operator in making the right moves for the robot is understandable, as it follows a definite direction of movement in the playing field. There are no automatic options here. To get the best solution, repeated tests are undertaken to reach the desired goal.
As a manual robot operator, my responsibility is to complete the task in less time with consistency. Our manual robot does not have any automatic operation, so it requires a lot of practicing to complete the task in less time in each attempt. We had some issues regarding our driving method of our manual robot, so now we have overcome it, and we have also reduced the time of operation of robot. Our target in the robot contest is to complete the task with consistency in each attempt, as we are doing in our home field.
The movement of MR2 is the most demanding aspect in a contest like ABU Robocon. Months and months of practice go behind the actualization of results. This automatic robot goes through several hurdles, and there is a need of special handling. Munjal Joshi, the team head for operation of MR2, after checking the functioning of the sensors, is satisfied with the results from the tests carried out.
Automatic robot may malfunction, may go on wrong path. Whenever it malfunctions, I have to retry the robot, I have to take the retry, I have to stop the robot, switch off the robot, I have to debug it, I have to find the fault in it, I have to pick it up, I have to put it in the right position, I have to press the button to start it again. After pressing the button, start it again, I have to make a choice for that button, or that button is right or wrong. Making the choice of that button when when your team is chanting for you, you are making the choice of right or you are making the choice for the button. You get little bit pressurized. At that moment, I came to know that the automatic robot operator's job is not restricted. The main thing that automatic robot operator does is pressure handling.
Faculty in charge of LDCE's ABU Robocon team and Associate Professor of Mechanical Engineering, M.M. Makwana, provides the right inputs. The role of hydraulics and pneumatics, which play an important part in making robots, was further emphasized. While pneumatics finds use application in small and mobile robots, hydraulics is used in robotics for larger power requirements. Some of the details further revealed by their professor strike a chord with the students in the working field.
Basically, in power supply unit, let it be a pump or compressor, we supply power in form of say electrical power to mechanical power, and that mechanical power into fluid power.
An hour before sunset, the team is weary from a hard day's work. Members flock to the snack bar for a laid-back chat over their favorite cup of chai. Banter and fun follow as conversation takes a turn from robotics to leisure.
Cheers for a chai break!
LDC and its students vouch for a holistic education. Sports and physical activity are an essential part of the curriculum. The Robocon team takes to the tennis court for its share of sports and leisure for the day. Some training and a few shots down, the team looks set to haul the classic mix of brain and brawn. Team bonding is at its best as they take turns to play doubles, cheered on by peers. After the much needed rejuvenation, Team Robocon is all set for another late night at work. With both MR1 and MR2 going through several rounds of checks and balances, Team LD College is all prepared for the international contest in Mongolia. Team leader Shashish Nave is clearly optimistic of the effort of pulling in the best of minds from different departments of the college in making this formidable Robocon team.
We are preparing our robots for the international to represent India at Mongolia. So we are speeding up our robots to complete the given task in the minimum time so we can hold a good position at international level.
Robots are here to stay. The plethora of competitions in the field points to their ever-increasing role in our lives. Some of the bright young minds of today, the makers of tomorrow, have a stake in the future of robotics. And they do have a say.
Surpassing human limits using robotics.
Artificial intelligence is the last invention that human will ever need to make.
By observing the current growth rate of the robotics field, in nearer future, the humans will be made by robots.
In future, if there are laws for robotics, then there must be a basic fundamental law for every robot, and that is not to harm humanity in any kind.
With the perfect amalgamation of AI, ML and IoT, robotics will surely take on various jobs which are currently being done by humans.
Rediscovering the discovered using robotic abilities. As per the reliable surveys, there will be a robot in every home in next 50 years.
Robots have been to deepest ocean and Mars too. Their next destination is our living room.
Riding on a wave of success, Team LD College is all set to put its best foot forward in the international competition in Mongolia. The confidence of the team is palpable as they spiritedly continue their quest.
We won the game!